welcome back to Wildwood Cottage and welcome back to Wales. It's lovely to have you here. Hope you're all doing well and I hope you're all having a good year so far. Sorry I've not been around, but I've had quite a difficult start to the year. I got the flu at Christmas. I managed to have Christmas Day with my family, which was a lovely time. And then on Boxing Day, I was feeling really tired and just put it down to it being because I've been working so hard the day before, getting everything ready, the dinner and all the family being here and just all the chaos with the dog. And yeah, he just loved everybody. And then on the Friday, both my husband and I came down with the flu. So I'm sure it was the flu and not COVID, but I'm not 100% because I did lose my sense of taste and smell again, which I have with COVID in the past. But I've been feeling really, really tired and I've just not been fit for anything. I've not been up to anything. I've not been in the garden. I've not really been on any long walks with the dog. I've not been doing anything in the house. I've not really been doing my cooking from scratch. So I've not really been up to being in front of the camera, to be honest with you. I've been sitting down, I've been relaxing, I've been resting. And I've just been pottering, really, doing a few odd jobs here and there. I've been trying to sort out my craft room and get that organised because I've moved out of my room in the garage now. And I've moved into the back bedroom upstairs. So I've just been building some shelves in the garage and I'll insert some footage for you a bit through this video of the shelves that I've built. I've just got to paint them and then I'll take them apart, take them upstairs because we can't get anything up the stairs fully built. It always has to go up flat pack. And yeah, I'll put it in and get the room organised and then I can get making again because I've got plenty of things I want to make. I want to make some curtains, I want to make some clothes. I've got plenty of ideas for make, do and mend of redoing, copying my clothes. I did do a video about it. I put it in the I button up here a couple of years ago, maybe last year, maybe the year before, of cloning your clothes and cutting out a pattern around your clothes. Well, I'm going to use that pattern and make some clothes. Now I've got all my fabric out upstairs. I can see what I've got, see what I want to use, go to my fabric like a shop and start making some clothes. Because this year is going to be my 2025 wartime challenge. I'm still going to do the wartime challenge. Last year was a bit hit and miss. I have been struggling with my allergy this year. And largely, a lot of the reason why I've not been around is I've been coughing a lot. And it's been quite a nasty cough, a bit of a hoop sort of cough. So I've just not been fit to get in front of the camera, to be honest. And I was considering whether I was going to continue with my YouTube channel. I've kind of been taking this month that I've not been around, thinking about whether to continue with my YouTube channel, whether it's something I want to carry on doing, or whether I want to do the channel and do what I intended to do with the channel. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of thinking. I've been spending a lot of time just being good to myself, really, as Maria always says. Just be kind to yourself. I've been sitting down reading. I've been praying a lot. I've just been sitting, resting, really, and giving myself the time to reconsider what it is I do. And I always think the new year is a good time to do that, to be honest, and to reconsider what it is you do with your life and what you want to change and what you want to keep. So I will be keeping up with my YouTube channel. I'm going to keep doing my craft channel as well over on the Faithful You Knitting Podcast. There's a link down in the description bar below, and I'll pop it in the I button up here for you. And that's where I do all my weaving, my knitting, my spinning, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I talk about it over there. But over here, I am going to be continuing with the wartime challenge and doing it right the way through 2025, as long as my health permits. I'm hoping to start getting my energy back and start getting out in the garden and getting the garden organised. I am going to be using my wartime recipes and keeping up with that. I have still been using the Marguerite pattern books that I've got and the Eating for Victory book that I've got. And I've been using them continuously throughout last year and also sporadically in January as well. So I've also been preparing meals in advance and putting them in the freezer. We had a curry last night with baked potato, and that was a meal I prepared last week. So I'm going to talk a bit more about doing that on this channel as well, about getting meals in advance and how you can use them then in your wartime cooking. So that's one of the plans to come. I'm also going to be doing the Victory Garden this year. As you know, I had a lot of trouble with rats last year, and they seem to have gone. I did go up to the chickens this morning and noticed something had been behind the compost bin. Now, it looks more like a stoat mound than a rat, but I'm not hedging my bets because I want to make sure that there's no rats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of my compost bins, the ones with the open bottom, unless I can find a good piece of slate to put down on the concrete and then put the compost bin on the top of that. But yeah, my thinking is to use some dustbins that I've got, or get some new dustbins with proper lids on and use them and just have holes in it or a tap on it so I can get all the liquid out, and then I can get the worms out as well. So not sure how I'm going to do that, but they're my thoughts at the moment. But my first thing is I'm thinking of trying to find a good piece of slate to put down on the floor and put the compost bin on the top of that, because it is a concrete base, but it's a bit higgledy-piggledy. So there is little holes that the rats can get underneath. So I want to make sure, now I've found a hole up there, I'm going to send Stripe up there in a bit when he gets up and see if he can find anything. And see if he starts making noises like he does when he finds a rat hole, then I'll know it's a rat. But otherwise, I'm going to consider it a stoat because the stoat has been back. I have seen traces of him around the garden. It's the muck that they leave behind, his poop. And he tried to get in under the chickens again. And I'm kind of getting used to what a stoat mound looks like. It's kind of a mound of earth in front of the hole, and it's all very friable, very crumbly earth when he goes in under the bin. So my thinking is that maybe the stoat's trying to get in there out of the bad weather, because there's none of the. I put some compost stuff in there just to see if it disappeared really before I started the compost bin again. And the food's still there. It's not been touched, but there has been something in there. So my thinking is maybe the stoat's been nesting in there and that's where he's been sleeping, because I filled his holes up around the chicken run underneath. So I know he likes it up there because that's where the rats are and the mice are, and he does feed on them. I did find a bit of rabbit half eaten. I don't know if I've told you, but Stripe found it in amongst a load of branches that I have standing up to screen off the garden from the path on the other side. And he found sort of the remains of a rib and a back leg, and it still had its fur on, still had its foot on, but the rest of it had gone. And it looked like it had been hidden there. So yeah, I do think that the stoat is back. Just a sec, I'll take the kettle off. Sorry about the noise, it was the kettle boiling. And I'm having to drink plenty of liquids just to keep my throat wet. Yeah, so the stoat. So I think he might be back. So I'm just going to have to keep an eye on that and see what happens. I've got plans for the polytunnel. I rooted this book out the other day. I don't know whether you remember me buying this. I bought this 2 years ago, I think. And I didn't realise, but it's got a month by month plan in it on what you can do each month in the polytunnel. So I'm going to follow this. And this is going to be what I use for doing the polytunnel, but I want to redo the layout inside. I want to put the doors so the doors open outwards. At the moment, they open inwards. I've done a concertina door at one end, at the main end in which I go in, and I want to do the same the other end. But what I want to do is I want them to open outwards. So then I've got the whole of the inside of the polytunnel for the layout inside. So I don't know whether you can see on the picture on the front there. If it's not back to front, I'm sorry, my camera's been recording me back to front, so I don't know. Anyway, I want to do that layout inside, and I want to do a narrow path up the middle, enough room for me to walk up and maybe get the wheelbarrow up, or that little cart that I bought, that plastic thing. And yeah, on the soil, I want to do a slight raised bed, and I want to try and make it a bit of a hot bed. So what I was thinking was the straw out of the chicken run, I'm just going to put that on top of the soil that's already there, because there's no nutrition or goodness in the soil that's already there. And I'm going to put, because it's just basically the sub base from when I did the polytunnel, and a bit of old compost that I've thrown on. So I'm going to put the straw off the chicken bedding with all their poop and everything on it on the surface of the soil. And then underneath that, I'm going to put chip bark. And as that starts to rot, it's going to heat up the soil that's above. And what I'm going to do is I've got some bags of compost from last year that I didn't use. I'm going to put them on both sides, buy some fresh compost for this year, and put the soil on top of the straw on the top, and then put plastic over it and weigh it down with bricks and all sorts of stuff like that. And then on the thresholds going in, I'm going to put some bricks to stop the rats digging underneath and getting into this polytunnel, and to try and preserve my food. I'm also going to net it and try and stop things getting in that way as well. So they're my plans for the polytunnel. So we are going to be following this book to do the polytunnel. And I don't know whether you remember last year, seems like a long time ago now, but I bought this book and it's called The Allotment Garden Guide. It's a wartime book, and it's by Twigs Way, and it's how to do a victory garden, how to do your gardening during wartime. So I'm going to be following this because it does have a month-to-month guide in it, how to set up your garden, what to plant, when to plant it, what to look out for, how to feed it. Got everything in there. Now, I think I paid about £3.50 for this book. It wasn't a lot of money. It is a hardback book, so it is going to last. And I also have the Digging for Victory book as well, and the Wartime Garden book. So we're going to have quite a few wartime books to go through. So that's my plan for that. I am still going to do the bit next to the polytunnel, but as I say, I've just been completely flat this month. I've had no energy for anything, so I've not done anything. I've also been thinking about the sound barrier at the back, and I'm thinking of getting some fencing for the back. It's like a canopy cover. You know what you see balconies and they have like that screen over it? Well, I'm going to get some for the back. You can get it 2 meters tall, 2.1 meters tall, and 15 meters long. So I'm going to put that along the back, and I'm hoping that out of sight, out of mind is going to make me feel a bit better about what the noise that comes from the factory at the back. Now, I am growing back all the trees that I had coppiced and taken away. And I am also planting shrubs in front of that. And I did a video, I think, in the autumn last year. So I'll pop that in the I button for you so you can see what I'm talking about. I've also got the secret garden to do. I've also got the veg garden to do, which was Gordon's old vegetable garden, and the fruit cage to sort out. So there are a mountain of jobs to do. But you know, it's just not been the weather. We've had storms, we've had snow, we've had ice, we've had wind, we've had rain, and we had a red warning. The garden was all right. We had quite a few big branches. I mean, big branches like tree trunks come off the branches at the back, off the trees at the back, those big conifer trees. One did flatten the boundary fence, so I've had to sort that out. And my rose arch into the where the bee place is at the back is now like that and needs to be straightened back up like that. So there are a few jobs to do out there. Other than that, we were pretty untouched by the red warning of storm. Began with a D, can't remember the name of it. Was it D? Was it D? I can't remember. We had Storm Alwyn or Yolwyn or something the other day, and we had one beginning with H today. Do you know, I can't remember. My brain's all fuzzy, so you just have to forgive me. But yeah, as far as I can see, there's not a lot of damage. We lost the top off the beech tree in the field during the one that began with D. Can't remember that name either. But yeah, we've had quite a lot of wind. So as I say, there's just not been much to share with you this month. There still isn't much to share with you this month. I'm making cheese and leek and sweet potato pasties for tea. So I might put that in this video for you. We shall see. I might do it for the next one. But today, not much going on. Not much going on at all. But I just thought I'd check in with you. I'd say hello, let you know I'm still here. I'm fine. I've just got no energy at all. And I didn't think it was worth coming on and just blabbing to you about nothing really, because my brain's just not been any headspace to do anything, not even to read or make anything or nothing. I'm just sitting in front of the fire. I'm cold. I'm always cold at the moment. So I bought myself a hot water bottle and I've been taking that to bed with me. And you know what? The cover on it keeps the water hot till the next morning, from 9 o'clock at night when I go to bed to when I get up at 7 in the morning. The hot water bottle stays hot. It's great. I can put my feet inside the cover and keep my feet warm in the morning. So yeah, but I don't think I've got anything else to share with you. Stripe's absolutely fine. He's gone back to bed. We're going to go out in a minute. It's 4:05. It's going dark, and he needs his walk. Hence, the lighting is terrible. But I just thought to come on, just say hello, let you know I'm still here, let you know my plans going forward for 2025. And hopefully, we'll be back to normal pretty soon with another video. I'm hoping to get a video out to you on Sunday that I've already made. And yeah, I'll see about getting a vlog done for you as well. I might do the vlog for Sunday and do a couple of pre-recorded videos for you to catch up over the next couple of weeks of things that I recorded that I've just not had the opportunity to edit because I've just not had the brain energy or the energy. I don't like feeling like this, I'm always so full of energy and so gung-ho about everything. But at the moment, even my brain just doesn't want to think about getting in the garden and doing anything. So I'm just going to roll with it. I'm just going to ride it out. And hopefully, when the warmer weather comes back, we can get back in the garden and get stuck back in. So as I get going, as I get moving again, I will put the camera on and I will show you what I'm up to. And we will get out for some walks with Stripe. And we will hopefully get the schedule back to normal on a Wednesday and on a Sunday. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my video. I hope you've enjoyed my catch up. I did have a lovely Christmas with my family. But other than that, nah, the beginning of the year has been like one of those memes on the internet where you just go through the door and fall flat on your face. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go before I start waffling and moaning, and I'm going to take the dog for a walk and get out before it goes dark. So I'll see you in the next video on Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye for now. Bye bye.